Chinese spots be cooking them rats. Japanese spots sell raw damn sushi. Fast food spots cook human meat. Yes, I said it, so who won't eat? When they sacrifice kids, where you think that they go? Round up their body, you won't even know. And Popeyes, they coming out with a sandwich. So Illuminati was right, they nasty. They had come out with Angus beef. So what the fuck is this? Ain't real beef. You eat all of that, but you won't eat a leaf. You eat all of that, but not fruit off a tree. You'll drink everything but some goddamn water. You eating shit that make you dumb and not smarter. GMO food do not make it no better. Unless you're all high, cause you eating that cheddar. I ain't gonna lie, that soul food be good though. Like why the fuck is you this good for? After eating it, I had to fast. Letting it out of me, I got some gas. But yeah, stop eating them rats and cats. It used to be good, but now I gotta pass. Come apart too to expose some more. There's plenty more fucked up shit, I'm sure. Chinese spots be cooking them rats.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Yukakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Most on the real well. Shalom to the elect of Israel, man. Yeah, man, as you see in that video, you got that young Jake, talking about certain foods, certain animals and stuff like that. And us as Hebrew Israelites, according to the scriptures, there's certain food we can eat and certain foods we can't eat, man, in the Levitical law, Leviticus 11, which I'll get in a bit, but just to put a disclaimer as well, not everything he says is gospel. We'll take it with a grain of salt, like certain things you were saying, like to not eat cheese and stuff like that. Certain things like that can affect your health. It can also be excess, man. If you have excess of something, that can cause health complications. Yeah, but the main thing I just want to deal with is like him basically saying don't be eating rats and cats and stuff like that. Because I went into his content and like the things, he's obviously not, he's not a Bible believer or a Hebrew Israelite. He's into like a lot of madness, a lot of doctrine, man. So just putting that disclaimer out there. Yeah, just putting that disclaimer out there. But certain things he does say, East will be trafficking certain type of, should I say, humanoid meat, into food and GMOs. Yeah, he's right about GMOs and stuff like that, genetically modified organisms. I'm gonna get the scriptures. This is Leviticus 11, and as you see there, the subheading talks about laws about animals for food. You need to understand the scriptures has laws about animals for food, things we are allowed to eat and things we are not allowed to eat. Yeah. Verse 1, and the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, not to everybody. So this is concerning the Israelites, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. And it goes on, gives a list. Whatsoever parteth with a hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth a cud among the beasts that shall ye eat. Then I'm gonna just read the ones that I highlighted. You can read the whole thing for yourself. Advise that you do. It gives you a list, an understanding of things you can eat and not eat. I'm just gonna pick off things, the main ones. Verse 7, because this is what Jake loved to eat: pork chops, bacon, pork ribs, pork barbecue ribs. This is verse 7, and the swine, which is the, swine. It goes into hogs, goes into pigs, pork, and all of that. And the swine, though he divideth a hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So you're not allowed to eat pork, you're not allowed to eat swine, anything of the swine family. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch, they are unclean unto you. In verse 10, this is concerning fishes, things of the sea that you can eat and can't eat. Yeah, Just gonna breeze through it. Verse 10, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Just like crabs, shrimps, eels, yeah, things like that nature. You ain't supposed to be eating, man. Verse 27, and whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcasses shall be unclean until the evening. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. These also should be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse. You know, he spoke about the mouse or rat. So anything of that family is unclean, man. Yeah. And it reminds me of the movie, there's a Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone. The people underground, they were eating rat burgers, man. Which is off. Yeah. And don't be surprised if that's in your food, man. And the tortoise after its kind, like turtles and stuff like that. Frogs, snails as well. Yeah, it says it there anyway. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. And snails are a delicacy in France, man. Or these upper class places, they eat things like that. Snails, shrimps, crabs, lobster. You ain't supposed to be eating that, man. Yeah? So you can read the rest to yourself. This is the main point. This is Ezekiel 4 verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled food. Yeah? Defiled is corrupted. Yeah? Spliced genes, GMO, genetically modified organisms. Yeah? Things that are fused, that are not supposed to be put together. Yeah? This is defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So this is a biblical prophecy of us in slavery consuming filth, man. Yeah. And people like the companies like the FDA approve these things and let things slide, man. Putting certain bugs and insects in your food, rat droppings, pork, plastic materials in your food and shit like that. Certain materials that's harmful for you, because you can't eat certain materials like you can consume like copper, silver, and gold. They're beneficial for you, but in general, everything in this world is either full of junk. They promote junk and make them junk food cheaper, and they promote abominable food, man. Things that are unclean. Yeah. Anyways, with that, shalom.